Hello, gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to a Flight Simulator 98 thing. This is the Cross VATRUS 2020 event that was on VATSIM, except just recreated with Flight Simulator 98. Why? Because that's how we roll here, or how we fly here. I guess we roll on the taxiway and on the runway, but after that we cruise. Yeah, there we go. We cruise. That's how we cruise. We cruise. All right, so everything is set to go here. As far as all of my ATC and stuff, we are continuing with what was day number 1 on the VATRUS event, and this is leg number 2. And we're going to be climbing on board this DHL aircraft, and I guess delivering some freight. So we're going to go ahead and climb on board here. Unlike the last flight, this is the default panel for, like, I think the Learjet 747, stuff like that. I was trying to install the other panel into this. Didn't work. So here we are. This is what we're using.
Taxi to runway and hold. Roger, Lancair 134 Golf.
We need to find, aha, master avionics switch. I'll go ahead and change this to ground. Oh, it's already on ground. That's helpful. What would be more helpful if I grabbed my ProFlight 98 box. Got so many boxes. I need to organize this stuff. Pretty soon I'm gonna have plenty of time to organize this stuff. Unfortunately. But it might turn out to be a good experience.
Ground Commander 822 Hotel, request altimeter setting.
We shall see.
Commander 822
Airbus 116, total land control 121.75.
Roger, 2921 Commander 822 Hotel.
G'day.
G'day. G'day. Trying to get my light here shining without falling. There we go. That should work. Camera, I don't think camera is cutting me off here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and contact ground so we can get clearance. Ground Commander 19990 on the ramp IFR with information. Mike, ready to taxi.
Commander 19990, taxi to runway 1.
Ground. Roger, taxi 2-1 Commander 19990. Niner. All right, runway 1, I believe, is over there or over here. Let's find out. Yep, that should be runway run. Right over there. Got to do a little bit of backtracking, it looks like. Or we could take this road meant for cars. I like that idea better.
Parking brake.
Cabin signs on, please. If we have a failure below 100 knots, call out the failure and we will prepare to abort if necessary. If a failure of serious nature occurs after 100 knots, I will make the decision, so be prepared for whatever is required.
I thought I changed these voices.
Pre-start checklist.
Okay, pre-start checks. Parking brake.
Set correct.
No, it wasn't.
External power.
Established.
Hey, J. Mike.
Parking brakes are set.
How you doing, my friend?
Brake pressure up.
Battery switch.
On.
Oh,
Circuit breakers.
That's checked.
Gear pins. Pit out cover.
On board.
APU bleed switch. Vent panel lights.
Ah,
Objects,
yeah.
equipment.
Ground on the pond
Is checked.
342 is clear of the runway.
Seat belt.
Taxi to terminal.
No smoking.
You'll find this one fun.
All lift phone.
That's on.
342, taxi to terminal.
Oxygen main valve.
Roger. On the pond 342.
Okay. On.
Okay.
Mask and regulator.
I love playing with Flight
Is
Simulator
tested and
98.
set.
Is tested and set. Landing gear.
Down.
Flight recorder.
Now this is check.
Cockpit voice recorder.
So we're flying DHL, so there's not going to be any cabin
Check.
cabin crew announcements.
Engine fire
I turned those
panel.
off.
Check.
Boy, that lady's full of
Pressurization.
I think she's from Minecraft.
Is checked.
Hydraulics.
Okay.
Okay.
Set.
External lights.
Off.
Avionics.
Is on.
ATIS.
Obtained.
So the A2A that they have is only for
Autopilot
FSX?
Set. Off.
Radio altimeter.
Is set.
That's not
Altimeter.
that bad of a thing because I still play FSX. So I
Speed bugs.
can do a flight with
Yep.
that on FSX. Yep. It's set.
Throttles.
Closed.
Takeoff data.
Hey, shot.
And checked.
Nice to see ya.
Fuel quantity.
I don't think I've seen you on the stream
Let's
for a
check.
while. I think it's been a while.
Transponder.
Yep. Set.
Pre-start checklist complete.
Let's see. Can we get to the next checklist?
All lift phone. 2, 3, hold short at the next intersection.
Before pushback check.
Roger. Hold short at the next
Pushback.
intersection.
Okay.
On the phone. 2,
Before
3.
pushback checks. Cabin report.
Received.
External power.
Is disconnected.
So, just so you can see here,
Closed.
that was not what I wanted
Strobe
to.
lights.
That's not what I wanted to do
Is
either.
on.
We're flying a
Ready for
DHL here.
pushback. Before pushback checks complete.
And this airport is a custom airport that I downloaded from flightsim.com. So, good stuff here.
Before start checks.
We're already
Okay,
started.
Before start checks. Probe heat.
On.
Window heat.
Now, I've been
That's on.
I downloaded as
APU bleed.
over the 32
It's
legs of the VATRUS 2020 event for VATSIM,
Idle.
flying across Russia.
Boost pump.
I was able to find all the
It's
airports except for about 5.
Beacon.
So there's 5 that I'll have to make myself.
Before start checks complete.
And I do have a program I've been waiting for a bit that's on its way, so we don't need the pushback.
After start checks.
Okay, after start checks. Throttles. Idle. Electrical power.
Removed.
Warning lights.
I've been checking on YouTube to see if
Hydraulics.
anyone else has done the VATRUS event
That's set.
and
Anti-ice.
if they did them all.
Okay, that's set.
There was one, I think,
signal
that
light.
almost had them all.
Altimeter is 292.
There's another channel that I think does have them all, but it's all in Russian.
Set and checked.
After start checks complete.
They did all their videos by day. So, and I'm breaking mine up by leg. So instead of having a 6-hour flight, I've been breaking them up into pieces. So if there are 2 legs on one day, 3 legs on another, I'm making all those separate videos.
Taxi checks.
Taxi checks.
Okay. Taxi checks.
Now speaking of taxi,
Flight instruments.
here's an overview of the airport. We've been
Flaps.
cleared
Flaps up. Set.
to go
Flight
to
control.
runway 1, which is over here.
Checked.
Nav aids.
Now we can take the taxiway
Check.
and go to the runway
Check.
and do a backtrack,
Ignition.
or we can have some fun
As
and take this
required.
road here that's meant for cars
Takeoff speed.
and just come up around this
Is
way.
checked.
I say we take the road.
Autopilot.
Is on.
I say we take the
Final
road
rate.
because that's how we roll here.
Check.
Yep.
Checklist complete.
We're gonna roll on the road like a car. We're just a very big
Party
car.
brake off.
Do you mean that one flight where they had me going around, that one that was horribly, that had the horrible
Reverse
ATC?
Takeoff checks.
Okay. Before takeoff. Check.
No, I didn't crack or anything. And we did land.
Okay. On.
Okay on the right.
Okay on the left.
Oh my, I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Flaps 10.
Flaps.
Flaps 10.
Did she say flaps 10?
Transponder.
Is on.
Takeoff configuration.
No blue.
No blue.
Checklist complete.
Let's throw it in reverse. I can't get this huge thing turned very well. Whoops.
Marina 101, contact ground 1295.
Harbor traffic, Skyline 5918, Golf over, False Bay, entering long 45 for 16 right.
Yeah, it was quite a bit. As the VATRUS flight or thing was going on, the further it gets in there, like when I get to about day 8, you can tell I'm starting to get a little stressed. Because it was just intense. It was a very intense event. Doing it, you know, waking up 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning to take part of it. Yeah, it starts getting really stressful. And there's a couple of airports that I didn't quite make it to while being online. One of them was Moscow. I forget what the other one is. And that's just because things just went horribly wrong. We'll just go by over here. We're just gonna, excuse us. Oh, this road has cars on it. They're just painted on the ground. There we go. There's our very small taxiway right there. I actually really like the 737.
Ground control, US Air 905.
I just had some trouble getting it going
US Air 905.
from cold and dark.
Altimeter is 29er.
If it's already started and stuff, I was actually doing okay. And as long as I check the fuel before I fly, that was kind of a problem, you know. You might want to check your fuel before you leave. Just a suggestion. I didn't. The one that was the worst was the Airbus. I tried to fly. That was the one that went to Moscow. I tried to use the Airbus, the Aerosoft Airbus. Yeah, that did not go very well.
Echo 4 gateway.
Go, Papa, Echo 4 gateway to the A9.
But me, being the stubborn person that I am, I intend to learn how to fly that Airbus. I will for sure fly that thing. And that's what I'll be doing, because I'll be doing some streaming on YouTube also. YouTube, I'm going to be doing streaming on kind of like test flights and stuff, like when I'm testing add-ons and expansions. That's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, and if you've been checking out my Twitter, you may have remembered that I mentioned that I had X-Plane 6 and that there was no world scenery. You may remember that I mentioned that.
Too high.
Well, I found the global scenery. I just ordered it today, and it'll be on its way. So I will have global scenery for X-Plane 6.
Parking brakes are set.
And
Brake pressure up.
a bit excited for that because we'll be able to do the world tour for that. Alright, let's do some more checklists here.
After takeoff checks.
That was not the one.
Okay. After takeoff checks.
No.
Landing gear.
Up.
Spoilers.
Idle.
Flaps.
Flaps.
Flaps 10.
10.
Packs.
Okay. On.
Can we just step back here?
Autopilot.
Engaged.
Previous
Checklist
checklist.
complete.
Before takeoff checks.
There we go.
Okay. Before takeoff checks. External lights.
That's on.
Transponder.
AN-72.
On.
Takeoff configuration.
No blue.
I didn't mean to say
Checklist complete.
Let's set the altimeter to 6,000. Mach speed seems good. We're taking off from runway 1. Let's change the setting to 010. Oh, flight director, you're being snotty with me, aren't you? Yeah, I got to go here to auto to flight director, and I got to turn off this stuff. Otherwise, it likes to switch stuff on me. Now, flight director becomes really important when flying over here in Europe because there's a lack of VORs and stuff. So, with the ProFlight 98, I can load those. You know, that's my flight planner. I create the flight there. I can load it into Flight Director, and I've got my route and everything there that I can easily follow. Plus, I got a handy-duty little GPS right here. Tells me what heading I need to go to, how far it's going to be, how long it'll take. It's really nice. I like that. Then we can go over here to FS Clouds. We can change a few things here. How about we change the Cirrus style clouds? We're on cloud set 2. Let's change it over to cloud set 1. Change it to medium, I guess. That may not do much there. We might see something later. Okay. Now we can go ahead and turn on air traffic. So there'll be some air traffic. We're not going to really see it very much. And then FS traffic, which I believe is on. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm not going to generate traffic again. Oh, yeah, these airports aren't even in here. So we're probably not even going to see that air traffic. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, the AN-72. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Oh, where am I going? I need to tell, bleh, I need to get, stuff from Tower. Clearance from Tower. And look up the command for that, which... Well, these days I'll get this thing memorized.
1004, contact departure.
Tower, northwest A35 at 4,000 squawk.
Tower, Commander, 1990, ready for takeoff.
Commander, 1990, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading.
I had to use the
Tower, Eastern 6.
Commander because there is nothing for DHL. I figured Commander was a very generic term. Even though it's meant for an airplane, I figured Commander, Captain, you know.
Golf to Echo 6 Gateway East side to 601. Docker, wind 24015, right 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Parking brake.
American 108 heavy, contact departure. American 108 heavy,
That works too. No, I get to be God Emperor when I play The Sims. Which I need to come back later on today and play Sims Online. I might do that one over on YouTube. Am I going to be moving here? What's going on? I'm not moving. We're barely moving.
American 369, I'll tell your point 737 short final right 25 left, clear to land. Third man, 25 left, American 369. Orca, T-Town traffic, Hudson 1 Delta Golf, Sander, left downwind, landing 16 Orca.
We'll get some Sims Online streaming over on YouTube this time, as opposed to Twitch.
left. Do you have Yuzhno Lima, QNH 278.9, taxi via Sierra 6, Juliet, hold total Sierra 4.
Stop this 623, thank you very much, I effectuate golf. Crosswind 25 right, traffic holding, then ground point 75.
Gulfstream 326 November, cleared to land.
Roger, clear to land. Gulfstream 326 November.
Alright, here we go.
Short right 25 right at Papa.
Airspeed is active.
4 Sierra Bravo Tower. 4 Sierra Bravo. 4 Sierra Bravo.
80 knots.
Cross right 25 left, traffic
Check.
2 mile final, right 25 right at Foxtrot, last away.
100 knots.
Apparently that's us screeching.
Rotate.
I didn't have to rotate. It's rotating on its
too.
own. I think we're still rotating. Oh no, now we're stalling.
Positive rate.
Cessna
Gear up.
922 November, cleared to
Gear
land.
going up.
Roger, clear to land. Cessna 922 November.
Commander
Speed check.
1990. Contact
Flaps
departure
up.
on 118.1.
Gear up and locked.
United 10-04 nav Docker, wind 26015, right 25 right, clear for takeoff. United traffic, clear takeoff, 25 for right, and
After takeoff checks.
There we go.
Okay. After takeoff checks. Landing gear.
Up.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Idle.
Idle.
Flaps.
We're slowly going up.
Flaps up.
right, line up and wait.
Packs.
Yep. On.
Yep.
Autopilot.
JetBlue 490,
Engaged.
tower, taxi full lane. Full lane.
Checklist complete.
Alright, let's change to departure, which just happens to be approach. 118.10.
Departure.
Climb checks.
Commander 19er,
Okay,
0,
climb
2,
checks.
4 miles from Lima.
External
Alpha,
lights.
Tango, Lima, November,
Yes,
to the
off.
northeast at 3,000.
Cabin sign.
500. IFR.
Off.
Roger, Commander 19er.
Climb checks complete.
7223.
7223. Oh, I think it's here. Yeah.
4809, contact departure 124.0.
7223.
118, advising to get beside swap to 1 o'clock and 1.5 miles. Airport inside, 201.
Roger, Commander 19er, 0.
Okay, we are on our way up here. Yeah, it does look like subliminal messages. Some of the clouds are kind of meh with FS clouds, and some of them look pretty good. Let's maybe change this to dense clouds, maybe. Let's see what that does. I always thought they looked like faces or something. Scary faces at that. So we are on course now.
Sure, departure, Jordan 1,100 for 3,000 requests. Two areas.
Yeah, the runway looked a little rough when we took off, didn't it?
1,000, expect 2 and 3 Delta.
Commander 19er, 0. Turn right heading 260.
Roger, right to 260 out of 8,000 for 8,000. Commander 19990.
Apparently there was traffic over here at 1 o'clock. There he is. Right there. There's some air traffic right over there.
Transition altitude. Altimeters.
9,000, turn right heading to
Standard 2992.
Roger, out of 7,000, 4, 9,000, understand, 240, Continental 689er.
Changing cloud style a little bit. Trying to change the stuff because the little happy smiley faces or whatever they are. See, sometimes when I looked at the clouds, sometimes I thought I installed them wrong, but no, they are correct. I was able to verify that.
Charlie.
Traffic, Sky Commander 280, Mike departing 16.
So if you want to take a look at a radar view here,
Navigation to road west.
you can see just where we're at. So leg 1, it all started here, and we came here. Leg 2, I think, takes us around here, I think. Now, if you play X-Plane, and if you have the X-ATC chatter, which you should, I highly recommend it, what you're hearing is all the chatter files from that program, which I have converted over to WAV files and have put in here. So we get some ATC chatter. It's not Russian ATC chatter, but it's something.
Maintain 10,000, turn left heading 220.
Roger, out of 8,000, 4, 10,000, understand, 220, Aeroflot 9er 10.
Hello there, RGP. Good to see you again.
Commander 1990, contact center on 118.35.
118.35. Oh, helps if I do this.
Roger.
Qatar 8262 heavy, flight level 370, estimating Ciudad
118.35.
Identified, Qatar 8262.
Center Commander 1990 out of 16,000 for flight.
Oh, nice.
31.
Malaga? Where's Malaga at?
Roger, Commander 1990, radar contact.
Center, Scandinavian, 472 is with you, level at flight level 280.
Scandinavian 472, Roger.
This has got me a little concerned. It's not,
Roger, Scandinavian, 472.
it doesn't seem to be clicking on our... It's saying that we missed our waypoint. And I know I went right by it. It's... Let me ask for vectors. Let me make sure here.
Center Commander 1990, request vectors.
Control China Eastern 590, making a flight level 230.
Airway heading in 250.
China Eastern 590 control, Vinci flight 110.
Oh, good.
330, report me one.
Air 428 center.
Making a flight level 230, report the lead.
Ah, South Spain. Cool.
Aero Mexico 428, squawking 5463, level at 17,000.
Eagle Flight 586, contact approach on 127.17. 2717.
One to go.
Good night.
Guess I should probably turn the strobe lights on.
TAC 14314, contact approach 120.6.
And away we go. We're going to go deliver some packages.
Cessna 817, Oscar negative contact.
I almost thought I was using Chase Cam or Chase Plane. I was going to use one of my shortcuts, and then I realized, oh wait, that's not going to work. Nope. No Chase Plane on this one. Move the view down here so we can actually see.
Level 360. Air France 111, control, good morning. Radar contact, report Robla. Report Robla, Air France, triple one.
So the chatter that I'm using is the... It was like
Austrian 129er is with you.
Asia, I think. I think it was the Asia chatter.
29er, Roger. Continue present heading. Altimeter and 29er77.
Roger. 29er 77 Austrian 12.
2.5 hour flight. It's not too bad of a flight. The flight I did on VATRUS with my Dash 8, that was nearly a 4-hour flight. We'd fallen behind on that one. I had to jump into my 747 and like really go fast to the next one if I wanted to have ATC control at it. Well, now we just have a nice, relaxing flight.
Number 524 Bravo Alpha, contact on 120.8.
Can I have 141? Control identified. Next reported Kilo Delta. Calling next Kilo Delta, South Dinner 1.
So I think it might be time to do a little bit of killer radio here while we're flying. Your home is Synthwave. Here is ADMO, ADMO, with On the Night. That's pretty impressive, considering that I've flown the A320 with the Aerosoft one and had problems with the autopilot, and that thing's such a pain. One of the VATRUS flights that I did, the 747 was, or I'm sorry, it was the 737. We had started in cold and dark, but we didn't have the like location or whatever synced up. So the GPS flight management computer didn't know where it was at, and so the flight plan wasn't being seen. I wasn't able to use the autopilot. I wound up being on complete manual control. It was absolutely bad. I had to find an alternate airport to land at. Did it completely manually, had to. And then we reset it and then went to the airport that we needed to go to. I was checking out some other planes. So I have the Quality Wings 757. I did find out that they have a add-on for that from another company, which adds a first officer. Not sure if I'll get it, but it did intrigue me. And then I also found that the Captain Sim series has a 757, but that one is like $70. I don't know if I would want to spend $70 for Captain Sim when I could just, you know, I could get the FS Labs Airbus for that, or I could get several different airplanes for that. I mean, I've already got a 757. No, it's probably not up to the level of Captain Sim. At least with the Captain Sim, according to the description, the FMC will have the AirX cycle and have, like, I think it has the SIDS and stars, whereas the Quality Wings that I have does not. It's a very basic FMC. 140? Huh. When I looked at it, it was like around $60–70 when I looked at it.
Roger, out of flight level 1904, flight level 310, commander 1990.
Alright, we got to go to our cruise level here.
Center KLM 167 is with you, level at 16,000.
KLM 167, roger.
Traffic at our 9 o'clock. Can we see it? Sold somewhere for $70. Because when I was deciding on a PMDG or an Airbus, I was comparing those two prices. Considering how well, I flew the Airbus, I'm glad I didn't I'm glad I didn't get it. Yeah. On their website it does say 140. I swear I saw it somewhere else. Was it Aerosoft that I found it at? Oh, no, it wasn't Aerosoft. Duh, that's... Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Sorry, I know what it was I was thinking. The Aerosoft collection that I got was around $60–70. That's what I was thinking. Yep, so that's my mistake. Yeah, the Airbus one that I got the collection package that has the 318, 19, 320, 321, and one of the other ones. It was only like a few dollars more, but I got the FSX version, which was only like $30 or something on Sim Market, and then I got the upgrade, which was basically the FSX plus the P3D upgrade. Made it about the same price of getting just the P3D version, but now I have it for FSX and P3D. So now I can use it on both. And the FS2 Crew that I have, I think it only works on P3D. I think I have to buy a separate one for FSX. Let's take a look at the radar here, see where we're at. Yeah, we're going down in this direction. Yeah, I think that airport's around here. I watched a tutorial video on the Aerosoft Airbus, and there are things about that package that I do like. I just need to learn how to fly it. But overall,
1,000 to go.
It looks like a great package. It's not important to me to have a study level aircraft. I mean, I've got the PMDG 737 and the 747, and I have the Dash 8 from Majestic. And then there's A2A, so I have the Bonanza there. I do want to get the Cessna. So I think between those, I've got some decent study level aircraft. So not everything has to be study level. I mean, look at what I'm flying here. This is not exactly study level. So I'm not very picky when it comes to airplanes. And besides, there's people that have made all kinds of user-created content. And it would just be kind of neat to check all that out. Feature it on the flights and stuff. Alrighty, so that was Rain Sword with Summer Breeze here on KILR Radio as we are flying to an airport that I can't pronounce. What was the airport? Good question. Let's see if I can find it. That's the wrong one. UHWW. Actually, Vladivostok. That one's not too bad. It was the previous one that I wasn't sure about. It's like Yuzhno-Sakhalinsk. The very first one was like Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. But yeah, so UHWW, that is the airport that we're going to. And it might be interesting to go ahead and pull that up on a satellite map here, just so you guys can have an idea of where it's at. crap. I shouldn't have clicked that.
Kansas 727, contact control 132.5, choose. 132.5,
Geez, that almost sounded like VATSIM there. Okay. Where is that display capture there? Is it this one? There we go. Still got the chat sitting there. But anyway, Vladivostok, here it is. Alright. And we are flying. We started here, we flew over here, and now we're flying over here. So that is where it is at. So let's go ahead and continue with the music on KILR Radio, your home for Synthwave, just because it's pretty awesome. This is Tone Box with Lucy in Disguise. Nope, sorry, that is the album. In the Shadows, the Tone Box PMDG, and I know viewers, they love seeing people fly the PMDGs just because, you know, they are top of the line. And I figured I was due up to get one, so I got it. Got the 747 just before the VATRUS event, and then I realized that 747 was a little too big for those airports. And so I used my 757 a little bit, and then I got the Airbus, which I figured I could, you know, because the Airbus has got a lot of different liveries. And so I got that, and then I received a surprise that I am not so good flying an Airbus. And I did do a practice flight before that, and I thought I was okay. But on VATSIM, flying offline is one thing. Flying online, especially during event, completely different. So Electric from the group Rombo Rama from the album Lifelike. You're listening to KILR Radio here, where we play some synthwave music. And here is Drinks at Ginza from Sunlever Records. Or it could be Ben Busunovsky, but I don't think that's the name of the album. Who knows? Could be. So, not everyone may have heard this, so I'll go ahead and repeat it. Because I'm just that informative. If you follow me on Twitter, if you've seen some of the test videos that I've done on X-Plane 6, I've mentioned how there is no global scenery with it, and so depending upon the version that I'm playing, there's either runways on top of water or runways on islands with water surrounding it or something like that. There are 4, I think it's CD-ROMs, not DVD-ROMs, one of the two, but there are 4 discs for global scenery that's mentioned in a README file that Austin Meyer had wrote. It's a FAQ. You know, how do you install global scenery? And he mentions 4 discs. I found them. It's a separate package, but I found it, and I ordered it today, and it's going to be on its way. So I will get that installed with X-Plane 6, and then we can do some awesome retro flying with X-Plane 6. Should be pretty nice, don't you think? Go back in time a little bit and see some old X-Plane. I'm still waiting on X-Plane 7 to arrive. I've already got X-Plane 8, 9, and 10. And I got the global editions on those, so I've got all the scenery that I need. X-Plane 7 is coming in 2 parts. One is the simulator, another package is the global scenery. Well, RJP, you are in luck. There is one video of X-Plane 5 over on KILR TV. It was the start of the world tour on that one. I just did the first flight, which was from Meigs to O'Hare. There is a test flight that I streamed, that I live streamed on YouTube. And so that'll always be there, unlike the stuff that I do here on Twitch, where it's up here for 10 days and then it goes away. You know, unless I'm recording at the same time, which is what I'm doing here. I'm recording it as well as live streaming it. So the recorded portion is going to be going up on YouTube, just like the first leg of this flight is going to go up on YouTube as well. I like to live stream what I plan to record, because it gives people like yourself a chance to join me on the flight. And that's loud. You know, and it's, you know, it's just fun. You know, I love having you guys with me. It makes it really enjoyable. Callan 106, welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome to the KILR community. Glad to have you here with us. Let's give you kind of an update of what's going on here. So we're don't know if you know about the Cross VATRUS 2020 event that happened on VATSIM. I did actually fly it. I did all 10 days, and they're all recorded. I'm breaking them up into separate flights, and they're going to be going over on my YouTube channel. But I thought to myself, hey, let's do a retro-style recreation of that event and do it with Flight Simulator 98. I do a lot of classic flight sims that I stream here, and I have them over on the channel. So that's what's going on here, and this is not just default Flight Simulator 98. I've got several different ads on here. ATC was just telling us to turn. So here's what we're flying. A DHL. It's an Airbus. Although the panel doesn't look like an Airbus, this here is an Airbus. Unless the person who created it messed up. Is it me? Or are my spoilers up? Those spoilers look like they're up, don't they?
Spoilers.
They were up. They were up this whole time. No wonder I was having problems with speed. I think it was that co-pilot. That co-pilot put the She's like, I think they put the spoilers up.
Delta 1621, contact center 126.45. 2645 for Delta 1621, good day.
And if we take a look at the globe, you can see where we're at here. The first leg of the tour was around here, and we flew here. Now we're going from here, and I believe UHWW it's either here or it's around here. One of the two. Where would you go? We're seeing land. Okay, so yeah, we're getting close to the mainland here.
Northwest 570, climb and maintain, flight level 330. Leaving in 29 Delta 330, Northwest 570, thank you. United 949, contact 135.37. 3537, 940.
EWA 567 center.
So I've done a lot of classic. Uh-oh, we're getting over speed.
EWA 567 squawking F501 left flight level 210.
We'll just tune that down a little bit. So yeah, I've done classic flight simulators going all the way back to Flight Simulator 1. I've also done classic X-Plane videos going back to X-Plane 5. X-Plane 1 through 4, who knows? I can't find them. I think those were either internally released or you had to get them by special order back when they came out. I'd love to get my hands on them. But the best I can do is go back to X-Plane 5. And there's actually two different versions of X-Plane 5. There's X-Plane 5.52, which was the new direction X-Plane was going that we kind of see today. Before X-Plane 5.52, it looked more like the old Flight Simulator 5/98. And the package that I've got has got both. One of them is called X-Plane Classic, which is the one before 5.52. But unfortunately, it is stuck on demo mode, and I can't fly around the world with it, which is very disappointing. I'd like very much to unlock it, and I even emailed Austin Meyer about it, and he replied relatively quickly. And he didn't even know that an old version of X-Plane was even released. And so he wasn't able to help out in regards to unlocking that demo. Oh, what am I doing here? Got the autopilot on. Trying to manually turn it isn't going to work. So in case you're wondering what I'm using to get where we want to go, I have a program called Flight Director and ProFlight 98. So ProFlight 98 is my flight planner / ATC adventure creator, and then I load that into Flight Director 99, and I've got a flight path that I can follow here. So think of it as an old GPS for Flight Simulator 98. Hey, do you guys know if X-Plane 11.5 has been officially released yet, or is it still in beta? Because I saw something. I picked it up today. I got an email from, was it? I don't think it was the X-Plane store, but it was from something that talked about a plane that was being released for free from a company called Hold My Beer. So I went over there and I downloaded it, and it talked about how it was compatible with X-Plane 11.42 and X-Plane 11.5, I think. And so that made me wonder, is 11.5 officially released or not? I'm waiting to update to it, because I think I can probably get much better performance with that Vulcan. But then again, I thought I read that some things graphically are not yet compatible with Vulcan. I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and take another snapshot here on VMware. Interesting. It's supposed to have better performance.
Airport Chicago 58, heavy position, Lumiere, flight level 340.
Airport Chicago 538, control identified.
Okay, so that was Star... Why does that happen every single time? That was the Backlit Infinite with the song Starlight and Neon. Here on KILR Radio as we listen to Synthwave while flying in a DHL Airbus. Because we're delivering packages. Packages of what? Who knows? I have no idea. Hopefully it's legal. Next up is Body Talk, featuring Carolina Ross from the group Safari. No, it's not. I lied. This is actually Highway by Zane Oliver. That's what happens when you have shuffle mode on. You think it's the next song. Nope. It's shuffled somewhere else, so... Okay, looks like we are getting close to our destination here, based on the EFIS. We'll go ahead and pull that up here. Maybe it'll let us. So there you go.
Good day, sir.
Getting right towards the end there.
Flight level 390.
Delta 200 identified to maintain your flight level 390.
And you know what? That feels about right. I've been streaming for an hour and a half now, and I think when I flew this on VATSIM, it was about somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours. So hey, gotta give it up to Flight Sim 98. All the way back And we still got somewhat realistic flights. I need to pull up my Navigraph here and see if there are any, I'm sure there are, ILS runways at UHWW. Now they might have been added in this airport and they may not have. Nevertheless, I want to pull it up just in case. Looks like we have an ILS 7 right and a 25 left. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring KILR Radio to a close here as we get closer and closer to our destination. I think on the next flight I should try to fly a 747 or maybe a 757 or 737. Let's see if I can land this Airbus on the runway this time. The last time it was close. It was on the grass runway that was sitting right next to it. Because trying to fly this with a keyboard is not the easiest thing in the world. Do I have a joystick? Yes. Does it work with VMware? No. That's why I'm using the keyboard. Now, if I had this going in PC emulator, I do have my joystick working over there. It's easier for me to get everything going and set up in VMware, though, because when it comes to adding content, all I have to do is drag and drop from the main computer, the VMware. Whereas on PC emulator, drag and drop is not supported. You have to make a CD-ROM image, put your stuff on that, and then load it up into PC emulator, and that's how you bring things over. So it takes a little bit more work. And then sometimes the performance isn't quite there. It's not bad, actually, for Flight Simulator 98. It starts to get a little bit more rougher with Flight Simulator 2000.
Center, Commander 1990, request vectors.
Roger, Commander 1990. The airway heading is 260. I show you to be on the airway. Commander 1990. Descend and maintain 12,000. Altimeter is 3009er.
12,000. We're on our descent, folks.
Aeroflow 9er, 49 10. Verify altitude.
1,000.
Aeroflot 965, squawking 3344, level at flight level 280.
And for some reason it's saying we're going up. We don't want to go that direction. We want to go down. Whoops. Let's slow down the speed too.
China 827, flight level 380.
China 827, identified the Igor,
Descent check.
Okay. Descent check.
China 827.
ATIS.
Obtained.
Ice protection.
Set correct.
Fuel quantity.
Check.
Landing weight data. Reviewed set. Pressurization.
Is set.
Loose objects, equipment.
Check.
Are you sure? It'll be like FS to crew.
Briefing.
Are you sure?
Descent checks complete.
Citation 32 Delta. Traffic at 7 o'clock. 4 miles north. Altitude 13,500.
Citation 32 Delta has the traffic.
Let's take a look at where we are on the globe. Okay, that's about right. I think it's right here, so I was wrong. It's not over here. It's right over here.
China Eastern 7306, request level 320 for crew level if available.
China Eastern 7306, climate maintain flight level 320.
Okay, climate change level 320, China Eastern 7306. Thank you, man.
American 1757, turn right heading 285, be short vector for sequencing, expect in 2 to 3 minutes. Right turn 285, and we'll expect an American 1757.
Goes my phone. So here are my plans for the rest of the day. We'll be finishing up this flight, and I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and then I will be back over on YouTube, and we will go ahead and do a Sims Online stream over there, because I've done them here on Twitch, but I have not done it over on Killer TV, although I do have a Sims Online series over there. Have not done a stream, so I want to give some people a chance to kind of join us live who, you know, don't necessarily come over here to Twitch. Boy, it doesn't seem like we're going down very fast. Maybe I should increase that. Just our heading so we can get to the waypoint.
On a southern 661 dimension, Bravo 360, position Kilo Delta.
Eastern
661 with radar contact report for Obla.
Flight level 190.
Report Robalong and level 360, China southern 661.
Eastern 31 has the traffic. Spoilers up.
Gonna slow ourselves down here a bit. We're still flying here at about 300 knots.
Paragon compressed 247 with 6,000. Paragon 247 is under it.
Alright, we're getting close to 12,000.
Commander 1990. Contact approach on 128.55.
Roger, Commander 1990. Good day.
Okay, 128.55.
Approach, Commander 1990 out of 13,000.
1,000.
12,000. IFR.
Roger, Commander 1990, radar contact.
Approach Kiwi 665, level at 9,000.
Kiwi 665, roger. Commander 1990, descend and maintain 3,500. Vectors for the visual, runway 7 left, approach.
3,500, my goodness. What did he say? 2.5 left? Huh? Can we do a say again?
Commander 1990. Say again.
Commander 1990, descend and maintain 3,500. Vectors for the visual, runway 7 left, approach.
That was back when 7 left wasn't closed.
Southwest 5498, turn right heading.
Roger, out of
Airbus Cargo Factory, contact control 132.5.
Commander 1990.
British Cargo Factory.
So we'll use the ILS for 7 right, which will get us somewhat close. It's 109.3. Now this is assuming that the ILS is in the scenery. With a 7-1 course.
Commander 1990, turn left heading 245, descend and maintain 3,500.
245.
Roger, left 245 out of 9,000.
Transition altitude.
3,000. 500.
Altimeters.
Commander 1990.
3012.
Set.
That might be the airport. Either up back there or there's something right here too.
Japan 3040, descend maintain 3000.
We're not descending quick enough. We do have an ILS signal. Very cool. Alright, so we're going to have to backtrack. We'll have to pass the airport and come back around.
Commander 1990. Reduce speed to 210.
Yeah, well,
Roger.
trying.
2245 out of 6,000. 3,500. Commander 1990.
That wasn't quite the response I was expecting. Okay, that's not the airport because I'm looking at the
One to go.
map. It's still in front of us, so there's a little bit of something going on here in the distance, and that's probably it.
VATRUS minus 33 Narita Tower, runway 34 left, line up on the way.
Maintain 10. Right turn heading 280, descend to 10, 10,000, southwest 58.
Let's do another snapshot because I'm paranoid. We're getting close to the airport. We don't want Flight Simulator 98 to crash. To desktop. Let me be specific.
Approach checks.
Okay. Approach checks. Nav aids.
Commander
Set.
1990.
Seatbelt, no smoking signs.
Okay, on.
External lights.
Is on.
Engine ignition.
That ground looks
FLT
awfully close.
start.
Spoilers.
Armed.
Auto brake switch.
Is set. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Oh no.
Auto throttle.
Armed.
Autopilot.
Set.
Flaps.
Oh,
Flaps 10. Set.
Commander 19.
it's not
Landing
stalling.
gear
It's the...
On 118.35.
Down.
Approach checks complete. Gear going down.
Inside southwest 6498.
Commander 1990. Say again.
Commander 1990. Contact center on 118.35.
Why are we going to center?
Lock and 33.
There's the airport. Right there. It's right up ahead. Well, I'm not going to contact center. That's ridiculous. When we get close, we should be able to tune...
1990. Contact center on 118.35.
No. How about that? I'll tune in the tower and we'll request permission to land when we get lined up. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that's going to tell us how many miles away. So this is going to be a rather interesting landing. Well, you know, all my landings are relatively interesting, especially on these old simulators, which are not easy to control, especially with a keyboard. I think if we go out to about here and then turn around, that might be enough distance. Let's take ourselves at this heading over here so we have plenty of room to turn.
Japan 827 Narita Tower, runway 34 left, line up on the way.
China 827, 34 left, line up and wait.
Didn't realize we're sitting at 0.5 zoom. It should actually look like this. Oh, that looks like it was zoomed in too far, but... once we make ourselves around, we should be good. I think there is an actual... I'm going to pull this up. What I'm going to do, see, here's the airport. Let's go ahead and start deleting this stuff, except for the airport. And that might give me the distance. No, I don't think it will. Well, darn. I was hoping that would work. We'll have to eyeball it.
990. Reduce speed to 170.
Oh my, the ground the ground shifted. So that's the thing with Flight Simulator 98. Generally the ground is flat. But this has been like this since like Flight Simulator 2 up to Flight Simulator 98. When you reach an area that has a higher altitude or lower altitude, the whole ground does this to adjust. Flight Simulator 2000 is the first one that had the actual terrain mesh. And you could actually use FS Genesis with it. which I have, and it looks like absolute garbage when you use it. And and the simulator runs out of memory. So, like I
1990, reduce speed to 170.
So like I tried loading up the Grand Canyon with FS Genesis and Flight Simulator 2000. I figured that would be a great place to check it out. Oh, it did not like that one bit. Okay, so airport's over there. I think we can start making our turn here. Alright, we'll reduce our speed to 170. I just noticed he's still contacting us. I don't even have the radio on.
1990, turn left heading 170, climb and maintain 3,500.
Western Global 415 Delta,
Commander
contact departure 124.5.
Commander 1990, turn right heading 040, maintain 3,000.
040, huh? Alright, well we got ATC directing us again, so... But then again, that's not always a good thing.
Commander 1990, contact approach on 128.55.
Yeah, I know. I'm on it.
Commander 1990, contact approach on 128.55.
What do I need to do? Turn it on and then turn it off there? I'll acknowledge it.
Roger, Commander 1990, good day.
The X-Enviro is a little resource hungry, so it might make a difference with that.
Comair 872, turn right heading 160.
Roger,
Flaps 15.
Comair 872.
Commander 1990, contact approach on 128.55.
Boy, that guy won't stop, will he? I tell you what, let's tune in the tower instead. 119.55. And we'll get permission to land. Initial check-in for landing. That's what we want.
Tower, Commander 199014 miles to the west at 3.
Perfect. 14 miles.
Landing.
Commander 1990, wind 070 at 5. Altimeter is 3011. Clear to land runway 7 left.
I'm a little off, I think. I think the airport's over here. There's our glide slope. It's moving.
Glide slope is alive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys 5512, contact departure. Departure, guys 5512.
And we're going up instead of down. I hate when it does that. Gee, it works just like an Airbus. It works just like my Aerosoft Airbus. Okay, there's the airport.
Vanilla 101, wind 340 minor, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Vanilla 101.
I think one of these is the airport. I don't know if it's that. It's probably this big honking thing right there. I thought I saw the localizer move.
Localizer alive.
There it goes.
Tower Southwest 947, wind check.
Southwest 947, winds.
1000.
070 at 5.
Roger, Southwest 947.
American 2307 at Papa, cross 25 right, and then ground point 7.
Yeah, this is a different airport here, but not ours. Ours is over there.
Flaps 20.
Whoop!
American 369 at Papa, cross 25 right, then ground point 75. Papa, cross 25 right, point 75, American 369. Focus on eastbound,
Glide slope is captured.
Sun Country 425
Thanks.
at Papa, cross 25 right, then ground point 75. Cross 25 right at Papa, ground
I'm working on it.
Approach altitude.
We're not doing a missed approach, lady.
Set. Correct.
contact departure.
1000.
Whoa!
Arm spoilers.
Yeah, this is where I
Spoiler.
go into manual mode.
Localizer established.
Set missed approach heading.
Shut up, lady.
500. 400. Approaching minimums. 300.
Now keep in mind the eye,
200.
the viewpoint is sitting downwards, so it may look like we hit rough when we're not actually hitting it roughly.
Tower Canada 777 visual 25 left. Canada 777 tower following an Airbus 319 short final runway 25 left.
100.
100. Holy crap.
50. 30. 20.
Flaps 35.
Speed check. Flaps 35.
Reverse thrust.
Reverse thrust engaged. Spoilers up. Manual braking. Reverse idle.
1990. Contact ground on 121.7
flaps up.
That turned out to be a really good landing.
Spoilers. Down.
Something that may help is if I go full screen. That might help when landing, because then I'll see everything, as opposed to the 2D panel, which blocks the view. It makes it really hard to see. Yeah, so here we are, Vladivostok.
Our speed's too high.
Oh, shut up.
After landing checks.
Okay, after landing checks. External lights.
Is off.
Flaps.
Up.
Transponder.
Okay, off.
Brakes, hydraulics.
Check.
Tail draggers are interesting to fly.
Complete.
Roger, 118.1, Virgin 371.
Hey, I think I see an S7. I saw a green livery over here. I think that might have been an S7. Yeah, so if memory serves, the runway that we landed on is actually closed now. The other one was open, if I'm not mistaken, because when I look at Navigraph, I have the ILS for left, not right. And I remember on the VATSIM with the VATRUS event that one of the runways was closed, and I think this is it. But back in Flight Simulator 98, no, it's open. Maybe we can step back in time. And so this is custom created content that we're seeing here. It's really nice to be able to dig into an archive of files and grab these from the internet, and we can appreciate them all over again. Appreciate all the work that went into creating this scenery.
For Charlie Romeo, contact departure. Good day, sir. Santa Cruz traffic, this is 736 south line, 5 miles to south, right down, 1 for Romeo 1, 47. Compass 5814 at Tango, cross 25 right, ground, or traffic in position, ground point 75. Cleared across 25 right, point 75, Compass 5814.
Trying to make it over to this taxiway over here. Actually, I think we can just move up here to where the apron is at.
492 on tower, taxi full lane. Full lane, Chevrolet 492. Lane clear, traffic, Skylane 265.
Let's try not to hit that light post.
Southwest, transitioning northeastbound at 2500. Tower 2394, are you going to hold us here for, we're being told 20 minutes to get on the gates. Are you going to hold us here? Or? Yeah, how about we go hold short line 25 right at Bravo 17. Hold short at 25 right of Bravo 17. Okay to shut down engine, sir. Yeah, United 2394. Just give me the hold short of the run.
Okay, that's normal zoom right there. I had it zoomed out. So this looks a little better there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and park in between what looks like an Aeroflot and a Siberian airline. I'm guessing because it's just all green. Probably not where a DHL cargo Airbus would park. But this is a special delivery, what can I say? The customers are waiting at the gate. Besides, I think you might find it more interesting if we park over here. Give you a chance to see this Flight Simulator 98 scenery here. Oh, hey, there's a jetway over here. How cool. Yep, I was right. That is an S7. Check that out. It even has the little people on the side of it. That's cool. There's a flat person waiting there. Little fella, he's waiting for us. All right. Park it. Yeah, see, there's the S7. The Siberian Airways. That is a really good paint job. Yep, and that's Aeroflot right next to it. So this is what I mean. You had some really talented people trying to do, you know, what they could with the limited resources, you know, that we had back then with Flight Simulator 98. And we get to appreciate it all over again right here on the Killer Gamer channel, as well as the Killer TV channel.